Hello and welcome to one of my new videos. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a chair. And now it's not gonna be like a basic like cartoony chair. It's gonna be like a little bit more of a just a little bit more detailed. So first, we're obviously gonna want to like start with the legs. That's the best part. Sorry. Yeah, I have to fix that a bit. Alright. Now, get this to a right thickness of how you would like your chair. I like that. So then we want to raise it up some for the legs. Now adjust the legs once it's done. You just gotta see how it's gonna turn out first, so you can tell where you want to have them. Pretty basic for the start. Ooh, I don't need to do that. I could just. Oh yeah, by the way, I guarantee you guys already know this, but I just like recommend doing this. It'd be way easier. Alright. Now, we're gonna get our flat top. It might look a little bit trash now, but trust me, it'll look better. Alright. So your flat top, if you want, we're gonna make it actually like just beneath these things, and I'm gonna show you why in a second. Good way to also line this up. Now that we have our flat top, we're gonna do one more up, and that is gonna act as like something going over here. Now you're gonna see that, and you want to make sure it's like not super thick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slightly go like this, make this slightly under. And I'm gonna click off of that and select these two, and just simply slide them. Right now, you could also try to make these a little bit more shorter if you want to. I think that's probably a good way to go. So in order for me to do that, I'm gonna actually just delete the rest of these legs because I like that shortness. Because your chair's gonna have a tall back part, which is why you don't want it to be too like wonky. Unless you're trying to make like a huge dining table wall. I mean chair. Then it'll be wonky. Alright. Just simply. Alright. Now that's a good base. Now, what we're gonna do is get one of these. Sorry. One of those legs. We're gonna bring it up just a tiny bit. It's okay to have parts of that hanging off. I'd prefer that. We're gonna make this a tiny stub, so that way we can get into the angling. Move it over here into this end. Alright. Now, put one up here, but this one is gonna have a slight tilt. Like that. Then bring that into there. Bring that up. And already it's starting to look a little bit like a chair. And then you kind of get the picture with this part, or I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to fully cover it because I'm going to add more detail to this. Because like I said, this isn't really like how making like a like basic chair. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, bring one of these down. Put it right there. One more up here. And manipulate this to be slightly thinner than the rest. Just go down and then go up. Now that already looks good, right? But if we're gonna add actual like detail to this, we want to make it look like an actual chair. So what I'm gonna do with this lower area is I'm gonna bring it down just a teeny bit, because these are gonna act as the supporters. You want the supporters to be like slightly thinner than your legs and kind of like in between almost. Now they don't all have to be like in the same spot, because with some chairs those won't all be like sometimes like in the right order. Like I'm just gonna move this. Well, I'm gonna create this. Boom. Bring it down here. And we have that thing. Move it over here. And here. And now, the last step is we're gonna move this over here to connect those together. Make sure something's sticking out. Nothing's there now. And then, after doing that, you want to make that. We could probably slightly bring these up. And slightly make that go down a bit. Make it a little bit thicker. Alright. Boom. Now, all you gotta do is simply click recolor. Make it any color you want. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it kind of like a multicolor. I'm gonna click on this thing. We're gonna make that a different color brown. We can do that. It's really up to you. I recommend if you want, you could color these things for more diversity and all that. And then, just if you want, you could add any details to this to make it more or less simple. Like what I would do is I would probably add like a little bit of like a line pattern to this, you know? And then already right there, you can just see that we have a little bit more than a basic chair. And there you have it. One more thing to add, sorry. If you basically, you can also make it a little bit more realistic if you have the front legs with a little bit more of a tilt like that. Because then, if we get to here, You could also probably actually do that with the back. The only reason I'm doing it with the front right now is just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay. And see, it's already starting to look a little bit more like a chair. Now with the backs, we're gonna do that exact same thing, but not as much as the chairs, like front legs. I mean, I guess you can do a little bit more. It's really just how to get the look. And then boom. Now you have your own chair.